This is going to be a tutorial on how to set yourself up for the assignment if you want to use Colab. Um, so when you download the starter code for Colab, you're going to have this zip file right here. What you want to do is open it up. Just take a look inside. You should have some Python files and some notebook files. What we're going to do is we're going to want to upload this to your Google Drive. So if you head over to your Google Drive, you're going to want to create a folder called CS231n assignments assignment 1, and that's where we want to store this folder. So let's do that. Okay, so we're going to want to drag this assignment 1 folder to Google Drive. Waiting for the upload. Okay, so once it's uploaded, we're going to want to open the first notebook, which is knn.ipython notebook. We're going to want to open that using Colab. So what you can do is you can double click, and you should have an option here that says open with Google Colab. If you don't have that, then what you can do is you click connect more apps, and you can search for Colab, and you can add it. So once you do that, you can open it with Colab. You should get the following window. So this is our Colab VM, and the first cell in the Colab VM is going to mount our drive containing this folder, and it's going to copy all these files into the Colab VM. So what we're going to do is, you notice here we have a folder name variable. What you want to do is you want to change this folder name variable from none to whatever the path to this assignment folder is, specifically where the CS231n folder is. And so if you follow the instructions in this video, it should be exactly this one. You can just copy paste it. And so we're going to want to run this cell. You can click the run cell button right here. It's going to ask for an authorization code. What you can do is you click this link, you authorize Colab, you copy this authorization code, you go back to your Colab, and then you paste it right here. That's going to mount your drive, and it's going to start downloading the data set. And there's a little folder button right here. You can click that, and you can see that it mounted. So it says that it mounted it in content drive, my drive. In fact, if I go to content drive, my drive is right here. That contains what we just uploaded. So let's maximize this window. So it's done downloading the data set, and you should be ready to go. Let's just make sure we can run the first cell. That was successful. You can run the second cell to load the data set just to make sure that it's working. There we go, it was able to load the data set. So the next thing is, in each notebook, you're going to be asked to modify some Python files corresponding to whatever is required for the specific notebook. In the case of KNN, you're going to be wanting to modify CS231n classifiers, k-nearest neighbors. So you go right here in classifiers, and you can double click this file and open a pane on the right, and you can edit the Python file directly in Colab. It's pretty neat. You can save it, close, and then work on the assignment. And the last thing you should do is, when you're done with this notebook, you should do two things. The first thing is that you should ensure that you save this knn.ipython notebook back to your drive. You can do that by hitting File, Save. And then finally, you want to run this cell, which basically takes any modified files for this specific notebook. In this case, it's k-nearest neighbor. You don't have to touch anything. All you have to do is run this cell, and it'll save it back to your drive. In fact, if I go to my drive and I check my KNN file, you'll notice the nearest, the last modified date is 4:14 p.m., which is the current date. So that's it. Thanks for watching.